Hello everyone, welcome to the Tim Booker channel. Wishing you a delightful listening experience. Today, the book I'll be interpreting for you is How to Win in a Winner-Take-All World. This book primarily delves into managing one's career in a rapidly changing economic landscape. The question it addresses, how to navigate one's professional trajectory in a swiftly evolving economic and technological terrain, is a concern for many. In these fast-changing environments, the wisdom of the older generation often no longer applies, while our own experience may be insufficient. How does one grow faster in the workplace? How does one plan their career path? How does one expand their professional horizons? These questions sometimes leave us feeling perplexed and directionless. However, this book offers us an outward-looking perspective and a valuable reference point. The author, Neil Irwin, is a renowned financial journalist from the New York Times, formerly a columnist at the Washington Post, and the author of the best-selling book, The Alchemist. Throughout his career, he has interacted with numerous globally recognized companies such as Microsoft, Goldman Sachs, General Electric, Walmart, among others, as well as visited various small to mid-sized enterprises and startups. During his interactions with these companies' management, he often posed two questions, which many of us might also contemplate. 1. What does it take for someone to have a successful career in your company? 2. Can I meet those individuals whom you consider successful in the workplace? Listening to the responses from these executives and standout professionals, and combining it with his years of observation, the author realized that the path to success in today's workplace is markedly different from before. In the past, career paths were typically linear, finding a job aligned with one's expertise and steadily climbing the ladder in that field. However, with the accelerated changes in the external economic environment and successive waves of technological innovation, coupled with faster work rhythms and increased company dynamics internally, the linear career development path often no longer applies or becomes challenging to achieve. We require new perspectives to manage our professional careers. Hence, the author curated the experiences and insights from interviews with management across various industries, along with standout professionals, to compile common patterns and principles discovered. These are shared in this book, aiming to provide readers with valuable insights. Today's interpretation is divided into two parts. Firstly, discussing how to become indispensable within a company. Secondly, delving into managing one's career, encompassing aspects such as choosing the right company fit, navigating the digital wave, and determining suitability for a freelance career. Let's start with the first section on how to become indispensable within a company. The book provides a clear answer: become a charismatic connector. Almost half of the content revolves around this idea. What does being a charismatic connector entail? Let's begin with an example. You might have seen a movie called King Kong, where a film crew visits a treacherous island to shoot scenes. The island is teeming with tribes, wild animals, and a colossal, immensely intimidating black gorilla, towering about 4 or 5 stories high, making even dinosaurs quiver. Although this gorilla was a product of special effects, it appeared incredibly real, each skin crease and strand of hair vividly detailed. As the movie progressed, viewers witnessed the gorilla's hair swaying in the breeze, shimmering in the sunset's glow, or muddied and tangled, resembling a scene captured in reality. However, achieving this effect wasn't easy and required the collaboration of hundreds. Among them were pure artists responsible for visual effects and scenery painting, some retaining the habit of hand drawing. Then there were pure technicians writing code to transform artistic ideas into digital movie scenes. Unfortunately, these two groups often struggled to communicate. Artists expressed desires for hair to flutter or be disheveled, yet technicians struggled to interpret these requests or negotiate programming intricacies with the artists. This impeded effective collaboration. At that point, a rare few within the crew, possessing both artistic and technical expertise, became invaluable intermediaries. They were referred to as model designers. One of the author's interviewees, Reveland, served as a model designer. He mentioned lacking practical programming experience but excelling at translating ideas from one side into language understandable to the other while ensuring quality, facilitating collaboration among diverse team members. With his assistance, programmers developed a tool enabling artists to manipulate virtual characters' hair directly on computers, combing, arranging, styling, or disheveling it, akin to hairstyling for actors in reality. Later, this tool evolved, finding application in the Planet of the Apes trilogy. Rivland and colleagues even won a technical award at the Oscars. Individuals like Rivland, possessing diverse expertise, serve as bridges between different technical experts and departments, what the author terms as charismatic connectors. Through interviews across industries, the author noticed the growing significance of such connectors in various companies. Unlike individuals focusing solely on one field and following a linear growth path, these connectors adapt better to dynamic company needs and assist in navigating evolving market and technological landscapes. For instance, while interviewing engineers at Volvo, the author discovered a shift. Previously, different teams worked relatively independently, one handling transmissions, another climate control systems, and yet another seat adjustment systems. However, as the automobile industry integrates with new technologies, more functions will rely on touchscreens and voice controls. Fully autonomous driving vehicles are only a matter of time, implying the end of numerous buttons in cars. Hence, individual teams cannot operate in silos anymore. Successful engineers now must understand the relationship between their specific function and the entire vehicle and how their function aligns with new technology. One engineer expressed, "In the past, we emphasized becoming an expert in one field, but now we need broader experience rather than specialization." Apart from aiding companies in adapting to digital and AI transformations, these connectors suit dynamic company growth. As companies expand, divisions become more complex, tasks diverge, and collaboration becomes more challenging. At such times, individuals connecting different fields and departments become more valuable. Additionally, as businesses align closely with market demands, professionals can't remain solely focused on their tasks, they must monitor market trends and adjust their work accordingly. For instance, engineers and designers are expected not only to be technical experts but also possess cost awareness, customer perspectives, and marketing acumen, reflecting the need for diverse capabilities. The importance of diverse knowledge and skills, as highlighted in Boundaries for Growth and Technology Traps, may have been seen in previous books. Yet, in this book, we encounter more tangible evidence. Through interviews with company executives, the author repeatedly heard that individuals excelling not only in a single field but possessing diverse knowledge or abilities as charismatic connectors help companies navigate internal changes and external challenges, making them indispensable in company development. Due to this, statistical data reveals that, on average, these connectors earn higher salaries and attain higher positions compared to those with singular skills. For example, a data tech company observed from online job listings that an engineering manager earns an average annual income of $95,000, but if they also have strategic planning experience, the salary increases to $120,000. Similarly, a logistics manager with data analysis experience sees their income rise from $70,000 to $83,000, and a logistics manager with contract management experience moves from $58,000 to $72,000 annually. Moreover, in the past decade, the positions with the greatest demand increase all necessitate multifaceted capabilities. The author collaborated with LinkedIn on a study encompassing 459,000 individuals, revealing that the more functional departments a person has worked in, the likelier they are to reach decision-making levels. Each additional functional role, whether finance, marketing, operations, strategy, or others, equates to a probability increase comparable to 3 additional years of work experience. If someone has experience in 4 functional departments, the probability increase of them becoming an executive is similar to obtaining an MBA from a top business school. Okay, let's delve into becoming an indispensable individual in a company in today's world. The answer this book offers: becoming a charismatic connector. So, how does one become such a connector? Let's start with 3 individuals. A is a star programmer, highly skilled in coding, and can communicate with marketing personnel but only to understand what software functionalities they need. B is an outstanding marketer with a slight grasp of coding, able to explain client requirements to programmers. C has some software development experience, understands technical issues, and holds an MBA ensuring timely product delivery in meeting client demands. According to the author, all three belong to the category of charismatic connectors. C represents the type that excels in 2 to 3 fields. These individuals are well suited for managerial roles, coordinating different teams. A and B, on the other hand, represent the type that excels in one specific field with a basic understanding of others. McKinsey & Company proposed the concept of T-shaped employees. The vertical line denotes expertise in a specific field while the horizontal line represents collaboration with various departments. This is akin to the second type of charismatic connectors described in this book. If you currently identify as a single specialty professional but aspire to become a charismatic connector, start by aiming for the second type. Maintain your outstanding professional abilities while exploring other skill points. Especially valuable are combinations that are seldom found together, like a sales-capable engineer, a high-tech expert with business strategy, or a finance professional who understands software development. LinkedIn conducted a study on 50,000 different skills and their impact on a person's success in the workplace. The findings revealed that the most successful individuals often possess a combination of specific professional skills and robust foundational abilities, skills such as data analysis and communication that are universally valuable in the workplace. If you're unsure about the skill combinations required in your industry or want to know which combinations yield the highest market returns, the author suggests examining job postings from leading companies. These companies closely track market changes, highlighting skills that might not yet be recognized by your current employer but are on the cutting edge within the industry. When reviewing these job postings, focus not just on the job titles but also on the descriptions of the skills needed for the position. Many emerging roles are actually a fusion of multiple skill sets. For instance, a mobile app developer not only requires programming skills but also needs proficiency in design, business, and marketing, and even developing e-commerce applications. After identifying the direction for your skill set, the next step is to take action. You can systematically and purposefully learn specific skills such as data analysis, software operation, marketing mindset, and communication. There are abundant open learning resources available for these skills. Additionally, the book suggests considering the richness of skill dimensions when planning your career development. Instead of the traditional career ladder, successful careers nowadays often resemble a career grid. Moving laterally between different departments, even experiencing temporary setbacks, enriches your skill set and prepares you for higher positions in the future. Regarding choosing the right company, the book mentions 3 main types: winners with strong profitability, startups with rapid growth, and struggling or declining companies. Many individuals tend to choose stable, established companies when starting their careers. However, this might confine them to a narrow role, hindering personal development. Some remedy this by seeking new business opportunities within larger companies. Alternatively, joining smaller, rapidly growing startups allows for greater exposure to different facets of projects, offering a rich learning experience beneficial for long-term career growth. Moreover, experiences at struggling or declining companies can yield invaluable lessons. Understanding deep-seated issues within a company and being part of unconventional strategies, which leaders in distressed companies are more willing to explore, can provide crucial learning opportunities and make your profile more appealing in future job searches. Ultimately, the book suggests adopting an investor's mindset while choosing a company. Consider your investment as your time, where returns aren't just financial but also include personal growth. There's no one-size-fits-all investment in the world. Even within large platforms, if you remain stagnant, your returns will be low. Conversely, smaller platforms offer opportunities for growth if you seize them wisely. It's crucial to understand if a company aligns with your personality, ambitions, risk tolerance, and facilitates the growth you seek. Okay, next, let's take a look at the next question regarding how to manage your career in the digital age, how to survive better amidst the digital wave. We know that nearly all mainstream industries, from energy to agriculture, from finance to media, are undergoing digital transformations, exploring how to upgrade existing businesses using data and algorithms. From the perspective of ordinary individuals, people are actively adapting to these changes. The most prominent manifestations include more people choosing computer science as their major, more people learning to code, or guiding their children to learn programming. The author understands this trend. To have a successful career in the 21st century, one needs to understand digital technology. However, the author also cautions, with the development of digital trends, many entry-level programming jobs might gradually become lower-paying, menial work. Moreover, as computer processing power strengthens and AI accomplishes more tasks, the demand for programmers in many fields might gradually decline. So, according to the author, to thrive in the digital wave, rather than just adapting to it, we should consider how to harness it. That is, to ponder on the kinds of jobs in the digital wave that won't depreciate but might even appreciate. Firstly, those jobs distinct from the abilities of computers and robots. Regarding this issue, we've seen references in books like Tech Traps, AI Futures, and The Emotional Economy. Overall, including this book, researchers have generally agreed that the most challenging jobs to be replaced by computers and robots are those requiring adaptability, improvisation, and response to changing environments. Such jobs include journalists, lawyers, career planners, social workers, jobs involving complex communication and interaction. Alternatively, roles like comedians, designers, art directors, scientists, jobs requiring high flexibility and creativity. Apart from this, the book also mentions an interesting viewpoint: to actively participate in digitization, to avoid being digitized. Objectively, this is a more practical viewpoint at present. In the short term, many industries are not experiencing mass displacement of existing positions by computers and robots. Instead, efforts are focused on better integrating digital technology with existing businesses to enhance overall efficiency. At this moment, those who can expedite this process become more valuable. For instance, individuals the author interviewed introduced 3D design software into garment manufacturing, enabling more flexible customization for various clients. Others applied robotics to molecular biology research, allowing robots to conduct numerous tests, conserving researchers' efforts and yielding highly promising, new yeast strains. Listening to this, you might recall that in the first part, when discussing why charismatic connectors are becoming increasingly important, one reason was the need for individuals who understand both traditional businesses and new technologies, aiding in driving transformations. Applying this to what we're discussing here, solving traditional problems using advanced digital technology, naturally requires individuals knowledgeable in both areas. Thus, in the interviews concerning how to harness the digital wave, the author once again validates the importance of charismatic connectors. However, the author also notes that this doesn't mean you must learn programming. Many successful individuals promoting industry change, as interviewed, have limited knowledge of programming and algorithms. What you need is to grasp some industry-related digital technologies, understand their operations, and be willing to invest enough time to communicate with technical personnel. Okay, next, let's discuss the final question: how to judge whether you're suitable for becoming a freelancer. The book refers to freelancers as individuals not employed by a specific company, taking on contract-based work outsourced by enterprises. Currently, contracting, outsourcing, and freelance work have become increasingly common, extending beyond physical labor roles like cleaning, security, and cafeteria staff. Many tasks, such as audio-video production, software bug testing, and much more, are outsourced to freelancers. Even the tasks involved in producing this audiobook you're listening to, cover creation, mind map creation, audio editing, are all outsourced. So, in this prevalent landscape of freelance work, how do you judge if you're suitable to be a freelancer? The author, through interviews with freelancers, lists some considerations. They can be categorized into two aspects. First, whether freelance work matches your personality. Let's take the example of Blaze Tun, a software engineer the author interviewed. He abandoned a well-paid job at Google to become a freelancer. A significant reason was his emphasis on quality of life and freedom. Working from home avoided long commutes, allowing more time with family and flexible scheduling. He went skiing near his home 40 times between 2017 and 2018 winter. Additionally, in terms of personality, Blaze Tun is well suited for freelance work because, on one hand, he enjoys solitude and doesn't miss office life excessively. On the other hand, he doesn't disdain interaction, possesses good social skills, enabling him to handle various clients through remote communication. Apart from assessing whether freelance work aligns with your preferences and personality, you also need to consider whether you're willing to bear the corresponding costs. These costs encompass explicit expenses and implicit costs. Explicit costs include freelancers not having 5 insurances and 1 fund, standard Chinese employee benefits, needing to purchase office supplies, and facing significant income uncertainty. Blaise Tun mentioned that although he currently earns more than at Google, during economic downturns, the demand for contract-based work by companies might swiftly decline. So, he emphasizes savings more than when working as a full-time employee. Additionally, there are implicit costs. Choosing contract-based freelance work might result in lacking the sense of belonging and identity of a formal company employee, facing incomprehension from family and friends, and lacking opportunities for promotion into management. As a formal company employee, you might have more chances to explore new development directions and expand personal capabilities. For instance, as an excellent engineer within a company, you might be assigned projects slightly beyond your capabilities, exploring new business avenues. The company might encourage your interaction with sales or finance colleagues. These experiences are more conducive to your growth as the charismatic connector mentioned earlier. Alright, that covers the key points I wanted to share from this book. In summary, the first part today focused on how to become indispensable within a company. The book's clear answer is to become a charismatic connector, someone possessing a composite knowledge or skill set. A charismatic connector can excel in 2 or 3 professional areas or stand out in one while having a basic understanding of other fields. If you're currently a single profession specialist aiming to transition towards becoming a charismatic connector, consider starting with the second type. While maintaining outstanding professional skills, try to illuminate other skill points. We've also discussed various strategies for constructing your own skill combinations. For instance, combining 2 skill sets that usually don't coexist, the blend of professional skills with foundational abilities, and focusing on the descriptions of the competencies required by cutting-edge companies in the industry. When cultivating skills, you can opt for targeted and systematic learning or develop skills through practice. Be conscious of integrating the aspect of enriching skill dimensions while planning your career development. The second part addressed how to manage your career. The author suggests adopting an investor's mindset when selecting a company. Your investment cost is your time, and the returns aren't just your salary but also personal growth. Therefore, while choosing a company, pay extra attention to whether you can achieve the desired growth within that organization. Additionally, facing the pervasive digital wave across industries, the author suggests 2 primary ways to harness it rather than be replaced by it. Firstly, if you haven't chosen your professional field yet, focus on jobs requiring empathy, creativity, and flexibility. Secondly, if you possess substantial experience in a particular field, actively contemplate how digital technology can transform existing business models and engage in this process. In essence, aim to be someone who redefines traditional work rather than someone being redefined. Furthermore, as freelance work becomes increasingly common, if you're considering becoming a freelancer, the book provides considerations. These mainly revolve around whether freelance work matches your personality and if you're willing to bear the corresponding costs. We've just discussed this section, so I won't elaborate further here. Apart from these discussions, the book also explores how to enhance performance using data analysis and evaluate one's work from a CEO's perspective. For those interested, I encourage reading the original book for further insights. Alright, that's where we'll conclude our discussion on this book today. Congratulations on completing another book. Thank you all for your support and attention. Please subscribe to the Tim Booker channel, like, and share this valuable knowledge with your friends. Let's combine wisdom with practice, achieve our financial goals, and create a better future together. Thank you all, goodbye.